Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Okay, so what does my collective need to know today? What does my collective need to know? So this reading could resonate with your past, current situation, or future outcome. So what does my collective need to know? But also timeless readings. They thought they could outsmart you and set you up exposed. So somebody thought that they could outsmart you and set you up exposed. They sent their lovers to attack you. So this is like somebody, a group of people who wanted to set masculine and feminine up for crimes they've not committed. Alright, they sent their lovers to attack in this group. Now obviously it must be surrounding some sort of money. They will be on the news for what they did to you. Documents found. So there's definitely some sort of false police reports. Okay. We've got karmic hometown, soulless community, deals with the devil. So deals with the devil were made. Okay. Contracts with the devil was made. All for the love of money. So whatever money they took, ain't no good money. It's B-L-O-O-D money. It's B-L-O-O-D money. A lot of karmics in this hometown. Very soulless. Very, very soulless. Their magic is not working no more. They're furious and in panic because it's all backfiring. Paid neighbours to watch you and report back to them. So it is something to do with money, and neighbours are involved in taking some B-L-O-O-D money, and they are in a contract with the devil, and they are now soulless. But they don't care. They sold their soul for scraps. So found a gun which was meant to kill you, fingerprints. It's linking to some sort of farmland or acres of land, barn, rural area, forestry. So this could be somebody linking to somebody who works at a farm at some point, okay? Who does a lot of dodgy dealings with the devil. So it's some sort of cult or coven, okay? Hundreds of members where they are always needing to recruit. They do a lot of armed robbery, okay? They do a lot of armed robbery and contract killings. Armed robbery, contract killings, dark web type of activity. Alright, and then we've got officials bribed with B-L-O-O-D money to not investigate crimes. I said, it ain't no good money. It's B-L-O-O-D money. I did say this. I said this. So it's involved in contract killing, alright. Officials have been bribed with this B-L-O-O-D money. We've got stalking for over a decade. So obsessed. You'll be rich soon. Keep it hush from haters. And this is what it is. They could have already took some money and they're trying to stop some sort of money coming through because there's probably got some sort of insurance job. And there's some sort of insurance job, inheritance scam. They lied to have you watched and stalked by their friends. So lied, corrupt, dirty officials, bribed to not investigate the crimes what they was committing, alright, to turn a blind eye to the crimes they was committing. So there's a lot of stalking, heavy on the organised crime with these corrupt officials who was bribed with some sort of stolen money, okay, which is B-L-O-O-D money because they do B-L-O-O-D earths and B-L-O-O-D contracts with the devil. So they're involved in a lot of B-L-O-O-D magic and B-L-O-O-D sacrifices. We've got 12th house, subconscious mind, intuition, instincts, dream, how we sleep and rest, soul. So they are after divine masculine, divine feminine, soul purpose, because they're soulless, alright? Trying to affect the subconscious mind, okay? So subconscious mind is always recording, it's always recording. And sometimes when we go through certain types of events, we forget about what we've been through in life. But our subconscious mind is always, always recording. So this could be to do with something from the past, okay? They're trying to affect divine masculine, divine feminine's intuition, so they don't know when a weapon is being getting passed around, or they don't know with the instincts, using their instincts and their intuition to save their own life. And we've got dream, how we sleep and rest. So maybe suffered with a lot of sleepless nights from all these attacks. I mean, stalking, heavy on the gang stalking, some sort of stolen money, all the fives there, BLRD contracts, so maybe getting attacked in sleep state. Maybe masculine feminine has dreams of getting some sort of justice surrounding some sort of events from childhood. But very karmic hometown, soulless community, so even these community officers and people who work in local authority are also very soulless. They want to go on the run to avoid charges, trying to leave the country. So this is what it is. Maybe masculine or feminine wants some sort of justice for what's happened to them throughout their life, and they're trying to affect some sort of subconscious mind and create blockages in the mind. Something to do with traumatic events, okay? Creating some sort of traumatic events, and then probably with the mind, trying to affect with the mind a lot of mind games, a hell of a lot of mind games. This is people who love to play mind games. Dirty law exposed for cover-ups, took bribes. Made deals with the devil they could not keep, still trying to bring an ending to your life. And then we've got road accident, major collision, dangerous driving. So these dirty law officials, I'm getting even dirty law officials, maybe even neighbours, okay, and people in this karmic hometown who could have all took money, got involved in stalking, was given some sort of money, cars, bikes, okay. And because it ain't no good money, it's BLOD money, everything's cursed. Everything's cursed. Multiple exes and ex-friends involved, jealous snakes targeting you, so everyone's just turned into snakes in this town. Snakes in this town, it's like my hometown and my family. Set of snakes, darling. Set of slimy serpents. They thought everyone was just as evil as them and greedy. I did say this, didn't I? They took out a loan in your name and tried to end masculine or feminine for life insurance. So, stolen identity, alright, stolen identity, and then somebody started making deals with some evil people to get loans, alright. Farmland, probably something to do with drugs, alright. And they want this masculine or feminine to pay off their karmic debts, because now they've got a life insurance policy, alright. What they want to end this masculine or feminine for, with these dirty officials, dirty law, 0909, very dirty law, very dirty, very low vibrational, very damn right dirty. They're insidious, let me tell you that. I'm just getting insidious. Life insurance policy. Could be to do with some sort of compensation for failures, alright. And they was making deals with some big men, big women or whatever, like some very nasty, evil, mean people, probably to do with surrounding drugs, with this farmland or acres of land or rural area forestry, probably even got it all raided they couldn't pay some sort of money back, so then they'd put in hits out for a life insurance policy. Pull from Fallen Angel deck for insight. It's a life insurance policy. Life insurance policy. Okay. So what does my collective need to know? We have got Dark Practitioner is about to die from all the death spells backfiring. So they do a lot of death spells, so any way, shape or form, they want this masculine or feminine ended, alright, for a life insurance policy, and if there's child or children caught up in the middle of this, they have life insurance policy on child or children or their own child, for materialistic things, obviously, you know. The voice of the souls, darling. It's a very soulless community. Danger of loss. So they rallied the troops, darling. They rallied the troops, alright. And they wanted to battle and they didn't want to lose. Then we got recuperation. And then we got danger. And danger again. So they are working with some very dangerously low vibrational people. Dangers come out twice, so double up on the dangerous and danger of loss. Oh my lord. Some called calculated killers, alright, who will pop anybody for the right amount of money. For the right amount of money. This is like what they want to call themselves as some sort of big ballers. Big ballers, and they've got dirty corrupt law involved. Down to corrupt law involved, darling. I just knocked it off. I knocked it off and I thought I'm going to pick it up. They're all going to prison. They're all going to prison. These are set serial killers. These are a set of serial killers. So, they're a set of serial killers. Oh my lord. Discovery. So something's been found. They're in recuperation because they know they're a set of serial killers called calculated killers. And dirty law exposed for cover-ups. They took bribes because they've got some dirty law in their pockets. Set of predators, alright? So a set of predators have been hunting this masculine or feminine down, but they lied to have you watched and stalked by their friends. Oh my lord. Then we've got exhaustion. And we've got misfortune. So could have lost some sort of money, alright, due to these people, some sort of robbery, because they're linking to armed robbery. They are. And they've done some right sick shit, let me tell you that. Oh, they have done some right sick shit. Let me tell you that. They're very dirty. Very dirty. They like to play very dirty too. They think it's a game. So, spirit of nature. They've been working in graveyards, alright. This is grave diggers, a lot. Grave diggers, grave diggers. Someone who will obviously bump people off and then rob the life out of them. So I am getting armed robbery. They're linking to a lot of armed robbery. They've ended people before for the love of money. They could have been locked up before for some sort of drug charges, theft charges, or ending somebody before. They could be taking advice from the wrong people, alright? Because this is, well, they're involved in setups, so they're trying to set each other up, alright? This is like somebody who, if you don't want to be their friend anymore, they will set them up good and proper. And what they do, 15-15, because it's linking to a lot of mind games, you speak out. You've got evaluation. They'll be like, oh, we're going to have to get their mental health sorted, we? Get them on the nutty pills. There's something wrong with them. Ain't they? There's something wrong with them. When they're orchestrating gang stalking, alright, they are cold-blooded killers, and if you leave one of these people, like if you've been in a relationship with one of these, and you leave one of these people, they will never let you go. If I can't have you, no one can, alright? It's linking to some very dangerous, evil people who do a lot of dark energy work. The valet. So they work with demons. They conjure up demons, alright? Because obviously what's under the devil, it's demons, legions of demons. So they are possessed by legions and legions of demons. I mean, they are soulless. A very soulless community who are all demonically possessed. With Mammon, okay, Lucifer, Baal, ller, alright. We've got Shax, Stolas, Ursa, Labolus, Theives, Neighbours, Ronov. This is the one, like these gargoyles, what you see in stonemason walls, like around city halls and around like town centres and stuff, okay? Because that's what they are involved in. So it could be linking to a Catholic church, could be linking to a Catholic church, because all these Catholic churches, they're all Judas, they're all devil worshippers, the popes, the priests, they're all devil worshippers. They all get in there, they want some sort of power, okay, so then that's when they sell their soul to the devil for some sort of power, materialism, wealth, okay, and mammon. So power, materialism, wealth, they conjure up demons in order to attack their victims. So major spiritual warfare. Major spiritual warfare. So, who's speaking out, who knows what's going on, they're very wise, alright, wisdom, and they want justice. So something to do with justice. Trying to affect subconscious mind, alright. A lot of mind games but they're conjuring up demons. We've got seer, change, travel. They have been sending demons and snakes, okay, and a set of predators and child murderers, ller. They can call that like an owl sometimes, okay? So child killers and everything. Because these are the type of people where they will even end your children. Settlement and upheaval. So created a lot of upheaval and a lot of uprooting. So maybe because of people linking to this, we've got change and travel, maybe having to move and change address due to decades of stalking, alright? But they will always, because there's people, dirty law, okay, corrupt local government who are involved, and they always place masculine or feminine next to people who are severely demonically possessed, narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, paranoid schizophrenics, who are all under either demonic attack, they've got demons inside of them where they need an exorcism, and they've sold their soul to the devil for some sort of materialism, some sort of power, and they've got entities attached to them. They're a set of snakes, and they are always, when they see masculine or feminine going through some sort of changes, some sort of like development in their life, then they will send these demons, some of them work within the justice system, to attack. So even getting gang stalked by dirty, corrupt law, who are a set of snakes, who are a set of child enders, who are a set of serial killers, alright? But they've done this before. They have done this before. And this is where somebody's wanting justice for something, a karmic hometown, karmic family, through stalking, okay? Attacks after attacks, alright? And then they go in recuperation for a bit. They lay low for a bit because they end up getting exhausted from attacking. And then say, look, they're speaking the truth about me. We've got to get them on some sort of nutty pills. But what I am getting is a lot of these people, alright, the psychos again, psychopaths, narcissists, snakes, the demonically possessed, raging alcoholics, crackheads, smackheads, rapist, alright, child predators, alright, who, and enders, who think that the one who's speaking the truth from all these attacks and all this heavy stalking and all this heavy spell work and death hexes is the one who needs their mental health reevaluating. But their mental health tablets, they're obviously not working because a lot of these people are on some sort of mental health tablets. Okay? They've been caught for something before and then they've just got cautioned, and because corrupt law don't care because they're very much the same as these people. So then they're like, oh, well, you know, I did this to my missus or what had you. You know, I used to slap my bitch up back in the day. We'll let you go, we'll let you get away with it. So there could be something surrounding DV, and again, some sort of S abuse, either as a child or as an adult or an attempted ending. And then corrupt law just didn't give a damn. Because, well, they're serial killers too. Honestly, they just don't like someone's level of honesty. Like if you call these a set of dirty, stinking nonsense, they don't like it. They're like, oh, are you calling a dirty, stinking nonce? Because, darling, if that's what you are, that's what you are. Yeah, so it's probably linking to some sort of child-esque trafficking ring, alright, where dirty law, any images of anything like that, any of these attacks as a child or as an adult, if they've got footage of this, you know, cameras or anything like that, images, they like that, they like it, they like it, they love it. And then they'll pass it to the friends who work within the justice system, and they will start to, you know, travel them up and down here, travel around the world, up and down the country, around the world, alright, they'll have a mate, across the world, across the country. Yeah, it's very historical. It's historical, and they want an ending to come, and it'd be like a mystery. Oh, we don't know what happened. We ain't got a clue. You know, like it's bloody EastEnders, Duff, who done it? But they know who done it. They know who done it, darling, because they're all involved, sweetheart. They know who done it because they're all involved. Yeah, it's historical. It's linking to past events too, where there's been a long running history, yeah, and because law haven't done anything about it, it's just escalated, but they're thoroughly involved in turning away and turning a blind eye. And even like when an attack's happened, corrupt law, because they're well connected and well involved, they'll even drive past the one who's been a victim of severe crimes, and they'll be like, look, you know, they can probably feel the deceptive energy. Snakes here, you see, with this stags. You're gonna think there's some sort of stag. This could be something like stag do's as well. They could have had a stag do recently with this stag here. Could have had a stag do. Because I think there's some sort of big men, big women. Alright. Dirty, corrupt law. Bill. So they probably want to call themselves a secret society. Alright. A secret society who's infiltrated all areas. Alright. Any of these ending videos, alright, because they do life insurance policies on a lot of people because they've got corrupt law in their pocket, lawyers, judges, solicitors, attorneys, these videos, these ending videos, they bang them on these websites on the dark web, alright, it's like some sort of hostile shit where they torture the victims, get as much of it on camera as they can, and they'll all sit there, alright, they'll pay like a few pound or whatever to see these attack videos, alright, child ones, adult ones, alright, seeing people fight for their life, they want to get that on camera. Yeah, they love it. So maybe having masking off in some sort of fight or flight, okay? Fight or flight, and they're like, oh look, they've got anxiety, let's get them on some sort of tablets or something. Let's get them, because they don't want to be honest, darlings. Because if they was honest, they'd get locked up, maximum security, restraint and leadership and conflict. So they was bringing a lot of conflict, okay, and corrupt law wanted to restrain and pin down and snatch everything away from them, alright. Someone in these like leadership positions, someone in some sort of authority, because they've got a friendship where they seduce each other with lies, and we've got danger again. And then they celebrate. Yay! 28. Yay! We've robbed the life out of somebody. Yay! We've all been teaming on up and attacking one person, and we think we're some sort of man. And we think we're some sort of woman. Yay! Look at, yay! Partnership, they're all commanding each other, go on, egging each other on. You do this, you do that, you false report, alright, you do this, you ring ambulance, you ring police, you keep filing all these false reports, alright. You watch them wherever they go, wherever they travel, alright. You stalk them here, you stalk them there, you stalk them here, you stalk them there. Yay! We're doing everything we can to set them up for crimes. Paying for bullying, paying for stalking, alright. Paying for people to attack, and then if this victim defends themselves in any way, shape or form, they'll try and get them locked up in prison, alright? Danger lot. Danger. Some sort of S attack, alright? And if they try and defend themselves, they'll try and get them locked up in prison for fighting off an attacker, standing up for themselves, or get them locked up, try and get them locked up in a mental hospital when they need to be put on maximum security. You've got renewal and deception. So they're out there, alright, trying to renew partnership, yeah. They're out there trying to renew another contract with the D-E-V-I-L, darling. A B-L-E-R-D contract in secret. Wow. 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 So, if it's gone quiet for a bit, be expecting these attacks to start up again very shortly. Let me tell you that, look. Spree killings. I told you there was a set of serial killers. They're just all gone killing spree, alright? Just in recuperations, alright? Waiting for everything to die down a bit in case someone is watching them, alright? They'll start acting normal as much as what they can, alright? So you might see united against one person. So you might see social media posts, something to do with a stag do. Social media posts of them acting all nicey and nicey, and they are waiting, these animals, these predators are waiting for the next spree killing. Oh my God. Severely corrupted hometown, community, country, state. Where it's like that American film. Purge. Because they're a set of contract killers, a set of they're just involved in spree killings. And because they've got corrupt law in their pockets, they're just out on the friggin' loose. They're out on the loose. And they're in recuperation. All attacking each other, blackmailing each other, grassing. Scare tactics, carefully planned. Jail calls being recorded. Could be linking to an ex, an ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. But again, if, like I say, if you leave one of these people, yeah, and try and be safe, alright, so it could be to do, again, like I said, with some sort of domestic violence and an S attack, alright. Oh, they've linked with a lot of people who's like-minded. Like these dirty law officials who get involved in spree killings of innocent people. If you dare to leave them, they will take everything from you. If you have child or children with them, they will snatch your children, alright? So if child or children are caught up in the middle of this, the children are surrounded by serial killers. And this has just been going on for decades. Dark elites watching you, paying for readings, all seeing eye. So they're linking to like dark elites. Told you, I said they probably think there's some sort of 1% club. Watching, waiting, ready for the next spree killing. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Suing the government's justice. And somebody who works within the military has gone AWOL. So these people came from out of town. Government payout. So much evidence it can't be denied no more. So someone has gone AWOL from the military. So they could either be some people who's actively serving in the military, or this could be like ex-military, alright, where when they leave, they all join like another spin-off secret society, alright, and they just look like general members of the public, or they try to make themselves seem like that, alright, that are involved in spree killings, satanic human sacrificing, child, enders, a lot. So they're watching, paying for readings, and they're just waiting for the next spree killing. Hate your level of success. Dirty landlord, caught up for the crimes they've committed. So even a dirty landlord, because I did say corrupt like local government, didn't I? They have been getting access and entry into this person's property, okay, to create some sort of portals, okay, or wire their property up so they can watch them at all times. They like to watch their victims at all times. And if one of these connections breaks on a camera or listening device, a spying device, which is linking to an ex, alright, who's been stalking for over a decade, so the cameras, listening devices, if something breaks in the connection and they can't hear or they can't see, they're quickly dashing on off and paying for a reading, alright, a crystal ball reading, a tarot reading, they'll launch attacks, they'll do dark energy work, okay? They'll do death spells, go and end yourself spells. And then they're fighting for this divine masculine or divine feminine, divine masculine or divine feminine. They think they earn the town, heads gone, yeah. Corrupt government ordered a hit. So even corrupt government have been trying to end the one who's speaking the truth and speaking out through something, what they've gone through throughout their childhood, early adulthood, or throughout their life with some sort of S abuse, or S attacks, domestic violence where nothing was done, stalking where nothing was done, and then all of a sudden the whole town joined in with gang stalking. Oh my lord. So everyone in the hometown is soulless and everyone in hometown is a gang stalker. And we've got corrupt government ordered a hit. Dirty landlord caught up for the crimes they've committed. And they teamed up with a set of serial killers, child murderers, child predators, a lot in this connection. Some of them eat human meat is what I'm getting. So this is probably where this farm comes on in here as well. So this is where this farm comes on in. Dirty landlord has like some old properties where they have been storing drugs. Alright. No honour amongst thieves. And they're really pissed off. We've got untouchable, unkillable, unbreakable, warrior. So not just a victim, okay, not just a survivor, a warrior. Because somebody has had to fight their full life, alright, surrounding these people who think they're a bloody gangster. But what it is they all rub off each other, alright. They're all doing dark energy and spell work over each other, okay. The dark government, okay, are involved in ritualistic abuse. So basically, a town full of Satanists. Government full of Satanists, okay. So they've joined into a big, massive satanic cult or coven, alright. So it's not really a 1% club, is it? Is it though? Is it a 1% club? It's not though, is it? It's not. They don't like Archangel Michael, or they're going to try and do a plea deal. And they've all just been caught out. Revealed for being spiteful, hater, venomous snakes. I told ya. They've all been revealed for being spiteful. Venomous snakes are very twisted as well. They're very twisted. Twisted, twisted, twisted. They're always twisting things because they're twisted. And they twist things because, well, they've always been twisted. Very twisted. And these are the type of people who like to try and play victim. They'll do all this bullying, all these attacks, and if their victim stands up for themselves, they're not having that. Fake police call-outs, fake ambulance luck, human trafficking, social services, satanic pedoing. Swarms of flies from black magic, Lord of the Flies, Beelzebub, united against one person. And everyone in this hometown is satanic. They're just a shit to the devil worshippers, bowing down to the devil because they're jealous of somebody else's success and doing the LLD contracts. They've even sold the soul to maybe keep hold of some sort of stolen money. Lawsuit, a high profile case. They think you know too much. Dark portals opened to attack you. Oh my lord. And this is linking to dirty landlord. Okay. Dirty government who open up dark portals, conjure up demons, alright, mirror magic, okay, rituals, and go on killing sprees. I'm not surprised though. I mean, if they're opening up dark portals and then conjuring it and playing with demons, the demons are just riding hell out the back, and everyone who works in this justice system are just as snaky, just as sinister. Yeah, and any of these like ending videos, alright, RAPE, child S, abuse videos, they all end up on the dark web, and they all start getting travelling around up and down the country, around the world, on these websites. Oh my god, we've got caught red-handed, I feel sick. I feel sick. So a town full of predators. That's just like my hometown. Set of dirty little predators. Dirty little predators who like to stalk. Stalk, 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 stalk. Stalk, 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 stalk. We've got restraint. Could have had a restraining order put out on the X before because of some sort of stalking. But they're like, nah, we're teaming up with all these other bigger, dirtier, darker predators to come up against you now. Because we want to keep stalking you. So they're helping an ex who's been stalking for over a decade. They are. Trump's tried to bring about an ending, God knows how many times, and then even the government ordered a hit. Because rather than giving justice, they'd rather just end the victim. Because they don't like to be called dirty pedo. They don't like to be called a baby killer, child murderers. They don't like to be called a set of dirty stalkers. They don't like it when you call them satanic. They don't like it when you say that they are part of a child S trafficking ring and they're a dirty stinking pedo. Okay. They don't like it when you call them a dark witch or a dark warlock. Okay. They just don't. They don't like it when you call them a dirty fucker. No. They don't like it when you call them soulless. They don't like it when you call them heartless. They don't like it when you call them a fake, a fraud, a phony. Alright. They don't like it if you speak out and you say everything what you've got's from robbery and theft. So you're not really a nobody. And so they're jealous of someone's level of success because they've not needed to rob the life out of people like them or bump people off, alright, to steal everything from them. Oh my lord, they don't like it. So more people have teamed together and they're like, oh, but we're a set of thieves in the neighbourhood as well, because the neighbours are involved in stealing anything they can, because they're just a set of trollops. And it's been the same with every house I've had. You know what I mean? All the neighbours have been a set of like, just rob the life, and then they'll sit there or stand there and go, look at me, look at my house, it's got a little pretty Miss Polly in it, look at all this, what I've got. But it's all from robbery. So you can just take a look around my own town and any of these nice houses, yeah, some of these people are like work, but then what they'll do is they'll just rob off the other neighbours as well, alright, whatever they can, then rob off each other, alright, but they're all teaming up together, they're all robbing off each other, alright, they're all backstabbing each other, alright, they're all out for what they can get. So even corrupt law is going to end up in some sort of road accident, major collision, something to do with dangerous driving. They will be named and shamed publicly. Send their lovers in. So they're a set of hers where they've got to have about 5 or 10 or God knows how many people hanging off their arm, doing the dirty work for them. They'll even recruit little boys and girls, alright? I'll tell you why they recruit little boys and girls. Because they're a set of pedos, darling. A set of snackheads, a set of 46, a set of crackheads, alright? Raging alcoholics, alright? Some of these people just chew drugs like the bloody Tic Tacs. You know what I mean? Like the Tic Tacs. And any type of celebration events, they just want to always bring the drinks out, and look, child killer about to be caught by undercovers, and their children will be put up for adoption for what they did, because they're a set of child murderers. I told you, man. Possessed by legions of demons, 72 or 66 legions, Osmodus, Baal, which has already come out on it, or Baal, however they want to say it, 666 legions, each containing 6,666 demons. It's just disgusting. It's just absolutely disgusting. And they're all friends. They're all friends. Like my new neighbours, they're all friends with a set of child murderers as well. But I'm going to be your friend, look. I'll go on and travel, I'll meet up, I'll shake hands with you. Now I'm real popular, aren't I? I've got a set of serial killers and child murderers for friends. Look at me. I'm just shaking hands with a child murderer, child killer, someone who's involved in robbery. Yeah, I'll report back to you. Oh, I'll come at them, darling. Go on then, I'll come at them for anything for a child killer. Same as all. We've got completion of a cycle and recuperation, because they're waiting for the next attack, look. Waiting, lurking, alright? Because they want this to be settled outside of the courtroom, and they're trying to end child or children as a form of an attack, because there's life insurance policy, there's stolen identity, for everyone was just as evil and greedy as that when they are in this hometown. And again, we've got recuperation again. So then they'll do all these attacks, they'll try and be really vigilant about it, because they're linking to social services. And they want to supply all these dark elite, so it could be involved in like child abduction as well, linking to an ex or something, but the child or children are surrounded by serial killers, child murderers, and even corrupt government was ordering hits on child or children, people who work within the justice system, ordering hits, conjuring up demons towards child or children because they want their child or children to be just as evil and sinister as them. So they'll all sit there in the little rooms or what have you, or the big rooms or what have you, and they conjure up demons, alright, and send them out towards the general public, anybody, yeah? And there's a lot of demons just roaming the streets, and you could be popping to shops or what have you, and one of these demons will start trying to attach to your back, alright, and possess, because they're possessed already. Everyone annoys. Majority, anyways. Everyone knows, like, heartless and soulless. The law will be changed because of what they've done to you. So somebody's about to change the law. Some law is about to change. Because they don't bring justice under Archangel Michael. Because they're all fallen angels, yeah? It's just like Botis sat there in, as the judge or judges and the coppers, alright? Because they're all demonically possessed because they're in this secret society and they sell their soul for power, for gains, for materialism, for wealth, and then they make a shit deal because that money's soon gone, and that's why they get in, robbing the life out of other people and take their success from them and put life insurance policies out. They lied to get black magic done and you played victims, and then we got cracks in the false reports. So they've all been involved, neighbours, everyone, okay? Because they're pure lunatics. They're lunatics. They're deranged and strange as fuck. So we've got accessory to murder and assisting or aiding. And pure greed-Mammon, like I said. And we've got manslaughter, the lot. Always need a new victim to victimise, traumatise, use and abuse. That's all they need is a new victim. They're all the same. They're all linking to homicides like murders, premeditated robbery, stalking, okay, bullying, get one-on-one, you know, if it's same-sex one-on-one, would they go head-to-head in a ring? I doubt they would, darling. It's like all my enemies, like all the women who's been involved in doing sick shit to me, darling. Would they go one-on-one in a ring with me? What the fuck? Would the fuck go one-on-one in a ring with me, darling? Stolen cars getting sold at garage. So they're involved in twocking. Oh, for me, man. And again, killing sprees. They played dirty for the love of money that was never even theirs to take in the first place. And because they've all been getting paid this money, that money, this money, that money, they're all in major debt with the devil and some money, power, hungry, greedy, evil people who's just as bad as them, who's just as lunacy like as them, look, with these dark elites, yeah. And now they're in debt with the devil. Oh my lord. This is why it's going to be a high profile case. Claims here that all-seeing eye yet pays for reading on you and your life and all these black magic. The only one who sees everything is like the Most High and like the angels, do you know what I mean? They see everything. They're the ones who see everything, not these freaks and natures. So they're not really the all-seeing eye dolls. They just sit there lurking, thinking there's something when they're soulless. They're all soulless. They're all soulless. But they want to serve the darkness. They chose to serve darkness, they did. Used your ID overseas to open a bank account in your name. Exposed, I told you, they're all linking to identity theft. They got paid for $1 million or $1 million hit. Exposed. $1 million is a lot of money, innit? To put on someone's head. I've had $1 million hit put out on me by someone in America from the music industry because I wrote music. I didn't get no money for any of it. All the Theives there, I didn't get a single penny. But one of the songs has gone platinum in the UK, and one of the songs has gone global in over 30 odd different countries and got top 10 on US billboards, alright? And me and my kids have been nothing but attacked and sacrificed and ritualistically abused, and everyone split all the money amongst themselves. Poisoned, do you know what I mean? A shit ton of shit, yeah? It's out, getting stalked and everything, and it's out on my kids and that. Because they're not all there in their head. We've got forged legal documents and changed medical records, linking to bank fraud, RICO, under investigation for years. Made deals with the devil they could not keep and still trying to bring an end into your life. Mental magic backfired on their entire bloodline for generations and paid your friends to turn against you. There was never any friends in the first place. Obviously not. 56. If you really cared for somebody or had anything for that person, no amount of money, yeah, would make you turn against them. Let me tell you that now. So these friends was always fakes, was always frauds, was always phonies, was always jealous, always. Jealous Jezebels, jealous incubuses, succubuses, alright? Who don't like that you operate from a space of love and they operate from a space of like envy and dark energy work. And look, got a load of stolen money and then they're mixing up their own drugs with lethal chemicals in the drugs to poison. Because they've spent a lot of some sort of stolen money on poisonous drugs, mixing up their own drugs, poisonous drugs, supplying them to the streets, okay, with like to the kiddies, and then the kiddies die of an overdose, but it's poison drugs as well. And this is what everyone knows involved in. My family, friends, exes, the lot. Yeah, poisoning drugs and forcing power of attorney over me and forging everything. Alright, and it's out, fucking it's out because they're deranged, alright. The cycle is complete. They lost the battle against the divine. They're destined for hell. Oh, the law will be changed, darling. So they've been fighting against the Most High because they're not all there in their head. They've rebelled. They chose to rebel, and because somebody had rather pray, okay, repent to the Most High for anything they've done wrong, but they have so many unrepented sins. They've got very, very heavy hearts, okay. They never apologise for anything they've done wrong because they're too egotistical, they're too arrogant, and they really need to get their friggin' heads tested, they do. Because the mental health tablets are not working, obviously. They're not. I mean, if they're doing this, darling, how's their mental health tablets working for them? Alright? Out for a bottle of plonk, some of them are, yeah. Out for a bottle of plonk, me, mate. I'll go fucking get into all this fucking... We've got attempted murder for a bottle of plonk. See what I mean? See what I mean? Out for a bottle of plonk, 59.59, because they're that desperate. Preying on your downfall. Recruited a full town here. But they are cursed for 100 or 1,000 years for what they've done, the full entire bloodline. Evil auntie involved in insurance job. And there are a set of scam artists involved in like wire fraud, identity theft, alright? And death magic. Sick, aren't they? So yeah, law's going to be changed. I think the law should be changed surrounding this death magic situation. And anyone caught doing death magic, alright, should be locked up. Been doing death magic, death hexes every day, and you've now been locked in spiritual prison, stripped of all your spiritual gifts. So they're gonna be like, let me out, spiritual prison, please. The garage is getting raided. Jealous of children. Opening cold cases. We've got goat, sheep, ram, and maybe even lamb, to be honest. I mean, I know it's the Chinese zodiac sign, but maybe even lamb. They could be doing animal ending as well. Arrest at work, public humiliation. I don't know. All attacking each other, blackmailing each other now. Like, I'm too busy battling against each other. I can smell burning then. I can smell burning. Probably the type of people who will literally do BOMBs, because if they're like ex-military or something like that, they know how to make them. Somebody who will literally set fire to like houses, homes, buildings, try and cover up with people inside. Yeah, they will. Any way, shape or form. Electrical fires, like gas leaks, like creating a gas leak, creating electrical fires, wanting to make things look like an accident. Oh yes, darling. Any way, shape or form. Because the serial killers can't sacrifice you, furious. So they tried, time and time again. Tried to end somebody so they can get themselves a new car. They're that desperate. So like, look at me, I'm beating around in a car. It's all from popping someone. They told me to. They said if I do this, I get a new car, I get a new bike and all that. Freaks. A rubbish man, rubbish woman is involved. Did I say I could smell burning? My magic, it's not the candles. I've checked them. Don't know if anyone's gone out, but no. No. So, I knew I could smell fire. I knew I could. Our doctor's getting charged. They're all on a third to each other, but they're all just demons. An ex's family is involved with an insurance policy. Maybe on child or children, because they're a set of child killers. Mammon. Pure greed, mammon, wealth, and trying to set somebody else up for a crime they've not committed because they want to be on the outside, partying, celebrating, yay, because they're jealous of their own ex-partner's success and they want to take it for themselves with people in a hometown. So a very mentally retarded hometown, I call mentally retarded. A bank manager or like a bank assistant's going to get locked up. Always sliding into your friends or ex-friends' DM. They group together to take wealth and now they're in debt with the devil. Like I said, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. They took that wealth. It's a criminal conspiracy. They took that wealth and now they're in debt with the devil because obviously they just splash spent it, thought there was great, thought there was real art, was partying, was celebrating, having days out, bikes, cars, shopping, you know. They all have like multiple STDs. It's a spiritually transmitted demon, but what do you expect, darling? When they've got no souls? Osmodos, darling. Incubus, succubus, Jezebel. That's all they are. And they're in debt with the devil and they need to feed the devil. The gold diggers, the street rats, they're for the streets. They're for the streets. They're all for the streets and that's why they want to just be roaming round still on the streets, scurrying around, because the street rats, gold diggers, for the streets, always wanted to steal money what's not even theirs, alright? And they've done that, and then because there's that many people who's been involved in it, they've all run out of money, alright? And they're all blackmailing each other. It's just sad. It's very sad. All blackmailing each other because they want more money, and this is why they're premeditating ending child or children. And this is why they all need to just hurry up and get locked the fuck on earth. A doctor's getting charged. Meeting in town hall. I did say something surrounding like a meeting. Because there's meetings in town hall. Stalking victims, throwing dark energy at them. Wooded area and predators on Facebook watching for an account because they're a set of predator darlings. What did I say? Tried to end themselves when they got caught and someone's bank account is getting shut down. They're trying to people please for clout, pleasing child predators and all pleasing each other. Doing some sick things and then doing some sort of a meeting. You know, anyone tries to defend themselves, ring, 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 police, ring, 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 ambulance, doctor, poison them, and doctor, poisoning, recruited neighbours, the lot. So Neighbours are now part of a criminal conspiracy, okay? I'm part of a child murder club. Baby killers, child enders, okay? There's a father and son or daughter involved. Oh my god. The tablet's not working. At all. Honestly. Yeah, so sending peace, love and light. I mean, Neighbours are all a set of child killers, child murderers, predators now. All for the love of some stolen money, just because they was jealous of someone else's success and wanted their money and their materialistic things, and now they're a set of serial killers and child murderers. Mad that, innit? They're just sick. So sending peace, love and light to the ones who are not child murderers, to the ones who are not involved in gang stalking, okay?